sun setting in the background. What a way to set the scene. Yeah, we could take another lap round, but it wouldn't change a thing. Oh no, this ain't one of those where I kiss you when you go. Maybe we find each other somewhere down the road, 'cause I'm over trying and making it right when I'm still getting these concussions. Throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, making everything my fault. But you got me tough, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding now from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tears stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, 'cause you're staring at the end. There's no way we're going back now. No, you ain't giving what I need. Yeah, that crowd was getting too loud, screaming now, saying I'm not gonna be the one to pick up your pieces, stop my life when you need it, say you blame me for everything when you're leaving. I'm still getting these concussions, throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, making everything my fault. But you got me tough, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding now from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tears stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, 'cause you're staring at the end. I'm still getting these concussions, throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, making everything my fault. But you got me tough, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding now from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tears stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, 'cause you're staring at the end.
Que reflejan tu mirada, la noche tú y yo.
So just about set now, and towing the slab, Corey Kluber.
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off, I can promise you that.
Okay, all set to go. And now the DH, Elly De La Cruz. Not close with that one, and the home opener is underway. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
The Reds signed Elly in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Elly's entire career. You know, the Reds were lucky they even noticed De La Cruz. They sent a scout to the Dominican Republic to watch a different player, but Elly was playing in the same program. The Reds liked what they saw and offered him a deal the very next day.
One out in the top of the first. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. And misses inside.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
And another ball. And that's outside it is ball 4, and he's on base. So a man at first. In now for the Reds, Monty Irvin. Foul ball there. Tatis leads off first with 1 away. In the dirt. And there's a base hit to left. Mackey fires it back in quickly. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. Now Gary Sheffield. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Tommy Edman at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Just missed. And it's strike 2.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
2 on, 2 outs. And it remains 2-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. And we're back. On the hill for the Reds, Andy Cooper.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And first offering is fouled off. Perez makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Here's Mike Moustakas to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2 pitch from Cooper. Ground ball to the right side. Steer steps on the bag. St. Louis goes down. Back here in St. Louis, second inning set to go. Stepping in the long ball threat, Spencer Steer. Kluber back to work. He was late there, strike 1.
He got away with 1 there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Next offering is in for a strike. And ball 1. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and that gives them a lead. It's 1-0. Ke'Bryan Hayes stands in now and watches strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Ward makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. In there for strike 1.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Seager fires over to first, and they get Perez for the out. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. just missed.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
2-1.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Raging back towards the wall. And he misses it. It drops in. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Just missed. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the inning. And now the shortstop, Corey Seager. The shortstop takes the ball. That one hammered center field. That ball's carrying. And boom goes the dynamite. He made him pay for that one. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Biz Mackey at the plate now. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. And that one ripped to left. Irvin makes the catch. 1 down. Ted Simmons will hit next. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Perez down to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. Here's Rafael Devers.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
And first offering is fouled off. Devers in his 8th season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Edman slings to first. That ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. Will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Ball 1, no strikes. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
2-2.
Ripped into right center. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Monty Irvin, the next to hit for the Reds. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Relay to third. And he's in there as he tests the arm in left. 1 away on the flyout. Gary Sheffield, the next to hit for the Reds. There's a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Started after it, appeal to first. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
1 ball, no strike.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Mackey snags it, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the veteran third baseman, Kyle Seager. Ground ball left side. Tag, got him, and he can't scramble back in time. Way too much of a turnaround first there. So up next, Taylor Ward. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that's going to get into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now here is Brendan Donovan. Comes up empty.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Ward leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Way high there, and it's 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now up for St. Louis, Preston Wilson. Popped out and foul ground first time through. Just missed.
Inside.
In the dirt, but kept close. And here it comes. And now 2-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that misses. 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's some real power at the plate. Mike Moustakas, 0 for 1 so far. And that one clips the corner. First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Oh, look at the stop. To first, and they get the out. And we're back. Now here is Spencer Steer. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Going to count 1 and 2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today. He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Hammered, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Against good pitchers, you got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Line drive, base hit. Lead runner around second. Oh, he botches it. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and the Reds have the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Perez, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Seager. There's one. Back to first, and that is a double play. So the batting order turns over, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. Ready to go, bottom four. Here comes Corey Seager.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. You know, these Cardinals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Perez on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Biz Mackey digs in now.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that's too high.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
And that one fouled off. One out, bases empty. That misses, and that's ball three.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That's ball four. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And a foul ball. Mackey stands at first with one out. Just missed. That one ripped. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. They must be going crazy in the dugout. And we're level. It's 3-3. Now it's Devers at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Inside, just missed. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Edmonds slings to first, and Devers is set down. Down to third baseman, Kyle Seager. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. That one misses, and that's ball one. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
upstairs.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there.
Oh, he gloves it. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the top of the fifth. In now for the Reds, Fernando Tatis Jr. Kluber back to work. Just missed.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one found hard the other way. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Outside corner, there's a strike.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Irvin swings through it for strike 1. Not even close there, and the count is 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Laser base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
1-1 now. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. This one in the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. That missed by a lot. And a full count now. And they're all loaded up.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Go ahead run on base. Next for Cincinnati, Tommy Edman. Line drive, and this might be trouble. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. He's safe, and they clear the bases.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly.
New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Kyle Leahy.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here is Spencer Steer. Edman stands at second with no outs. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play.
Hit in the air, right field. Ward nabs it. Runner tagging from third. He'll score the sac fly. It's 7-3.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Perez in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. That misses the zone, and a count now 2-0. Base hit center field. And now 2 aboard. The relay, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
All over that one right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed
into center and a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and it's 8-3.
Waste no time there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and line.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Phil Maton.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Maton, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in it. Now this is through for a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Everything came together for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack.
On the ground, a short could be two. To second, there's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. Back here at Busch Stadium, here's a big power threat. Taylor Ward. And it's fouled away. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a strike in there. In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he dodges that fastball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher. So the lineup flips over. And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. In the dirt. A little bit low. And now 2-0. Runner at first with no outs here. On its way to the corner. And that will drop foul. In the air, left side. Irvin makes the play, and there's 1 down. Preston Wilson next up for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 1. Check swing, called strike. Ward, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Tatis. Off balance speed. There's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Back here in St. Louis. Now it's the power speed combo. Monty Irvin. And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
Ground ball right side. Donovan. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Gary Sheffield, the next to hit for the Reds. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That's out to center field. Wilson settles underneath it. He's got it. That's out number 2. Next is the speedy first baseman, Spencer Steer. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. And first offering is fouled off.
No, that's low.
And there's a ball. That one fouled off. 2-2. 2 outs.
Hands full.
In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. And that one finds its way through. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it.
Andrew Kittredge will take over here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now it's the DH, Mike Moustakas. Has grounded out a couple of times. And first offering is fouled off. Right side, hard hit. Handles, throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Seager stands in now. He's already homered in this game. And a foul ball. Makes the grab for the 2nd out. 2 down, base is empty. Now here's the switch inning power threat, Biz Mackey. That's smashed towards center. Friedl makes the grab, and that's the inning. New inning getting started, and here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Simmons hauls it in, and there's 1 away. So digging in, TJ Friedl. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Kittredge throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down. In the air, center field. And makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Elly De La Cruz getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broken.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That
2-2.
one not close. The count now 2-2. What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end
in time to Devers, and the inning is over. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Misses outside, 1-0.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And another ball. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug. No question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the lead. It's 8-4. On the ground, Tatis handles that chance. Slings to first, and Devers is set down. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Kyle Seager. Both 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Edman throws to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. Taylor Ward next up for the Cardinals. Hayes tosses to first, and that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr. Kittredge back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just
1 at second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play. Gary Sheffield now at the plate.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Just missed.
Outside.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. There's a swing and a drive. Gone. That one felt good. And they add to the lead. It's 9-4. So 2 away with nobody on. Tommy Edman, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Wilson pulls that one down, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Edman slings to first. And a quick out, number 1. Preston Wilson next up for the Cardinals. Takes it in for the out. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Mike Moustakas. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. First pitch just misses.
1 ball. No
The
strikes.
Reds leading by 5 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs. Way
2
high.
ball. 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Ball 3. 3 balls. 2 strikes.
Friedel settles under it. Makes the catch, inning over. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now Spencer Steer. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
That one ripped, but foul. That one missed. And that's down and away.
2-1.
Donovan. Off balance feed. There's one. And it's a double play.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play. But right there,
Tosses to first, and they get Perez. Bottom of the 9th, and the batter will be the shortstop. Corey Seager. Just missed. Pagan, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
he wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
He swings and fouls one off.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Base hit, and a good start to the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
In the dirt. Back up the middle and a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Inside. And that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And that'll load the bases.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And here is Devers. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that's fouled off. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Ground ball right side could be 2. Fires home for 1. Relay to first. Double play. Now up for St. Louis, Kyle Seager.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And first offering is fouled off.
One ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. This could end it. That one ripped right center field. And he makes the catch. Ball game. And the Reds slug their way to a win in this one. 9-4 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.
I'm allergic to the bad vibe. I'm allergic to the bad mind. I'm allergic to a lazy